All right, it's 4th of July and we got a little work to do here. My buddy gave me his rifle. He said he's having some trouble with it shooting. He don't know if it's him or if the gun's off, the scope's off or something, but he gave it to me and asked me if I could take a couple shots with it and see what's going on with it. I feel pretty honored that somebody would give me the rifle to shoot for him and trust me with it. So we're going to do our best here. We're shooting at 100 yards. He wants it to be at zeroed at 100 yards, a little high at 100, which is fine. So we measured out 100 yards here. Down there we got our target. It's an older Remington model 760. Yep, a model 760 Gamemaster. It's in 308. And these are his rounds of choice. Remington core lock, 180 grain soft points. So that's what he wants to shoot it with. That's what he hunts with. So that's what we're going to sight it in with. We got our spotting scope here, right on the target down there. So when I shoot, we'll be able to see without having to go down there. All right, so let's get set up here and take a couple shots. And I'm on the bench. I got the gun rest here. I want to be as steady as possible, and it's an older scope. This is an older setup. This is one with, you got to put the dime in or the quarter in your elevation and windage to click it. Put it on the bore sighter at home, and on the bore sighter, instead of being perfectly centered, it was to the left 1 inch, and I tried to bring it to the right, and it was kind of maxed out. So we'll see what's happening here. All right, so let's take a couple shots. Okay, so what you could see is on that shot, it is way to the left, just like I thought might be the problem here. And I was dead on. The trigger, I was worried about the trigger too. I thought the trigger was going to be a really hard trigger. Not a problem. The trigger was fine. But this might be our problem. I just don't know if it has any more windage or any more windage to get out of this thing, but I'll try to give it a couple clicks. I'll see if I can get anything out of it. Luke! I thought this might happen. As soon as the dogs hear the gunshot, they're looking for something. I should have put the dogs on a rope. Doug's sniffing around right here. Did you find anything? Okay, so I took the first shot. It was to the left, and I think it needs to come up a little bit too. So I brung it as much right as I think I need, and I brung it up, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Waiting for the dogs to come back, it was actually a good thing because the gun cooled down. You don't want to shoot and heat up your gun while you're trying to sight in. So you wanted to have a cool down period, so you always have a cold shot, because that's what happens when you hunt. Your first and only shot is a cold shot. And hopefully that was our fouling shot also. So we got that out of the way. So now I'm going to chamber the second round and get back on target. And we're at the highest magnification, because on a variable scope magnification, you always want to sight in at the highest magnification that you have. See, look at the dogs. He wants me to shoot. No, I'm gonna have to put them in the house. Come on. As soon as I shoot, they'll go running down there again. So let's try to get this shot off. So that was high right that time, which is way more than I adjusted for. It should have never moved that much. So I'm gonna try to cut the distance in half. Okay, the gun cooled off. Third shot, so it was left, now it's right, high. Let's see if we can get it in the middle here. That looks pretty good. A little bit left. I'm gonna bring it right just a hair, let it cool down. The height actually looks pretty good. Let me look on the scope here. Yeah, that height's pretty good. Because I spray painted a yellow dot there, probably about, I don't know, 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna bring it right a little bit. Okay, we'll just give that a minute to cool down. Cool down. I put another round in, so I put 2 rounds in because I'm going to try a shot and then a quick follow-up shot, if that's possible, with the barrel being hot, to see where it lands. Stay here, Doug. And I put fresh paint on the target, so we don't get confused with our other shots.
Dougie.
Doug! Come up here. Doug, here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Well, both those shots to me look like they're a little bit high. Well, the height is good, a little bit to the right, so I'm going to come left a little bit. But they both impacted together, so that's the plus. So that means the gun's not moving all over the place. The gun is accurate. We just got to get it dialed in a little bit better. So let's come left a little bit. I think that's going to do it. Dougie, come here.
Luke's out there too.
All right, I didn't lock the dogs up, so they're out there looking for something. Probably for ducks. I'm going to put a little bit more paint on that while that cools off, and then we'll get that last shot on there. But 2 shots, 1 and then a follow-up are in the same spot. Perfect, that's good news. And then 1 more shot and I think we're on. But let me put some more paint on there. Okay, so this is the last, no, Luke, stay here. This will be our last shot. Since it's a pump rifle, I'm actually making the magazine bring it up instead of putting it in by hand. Luke, up here. Come here. You want to get blasted? I don't think so. Come here. Get up here. That's going to hurt your ears. That looks pretty good. I think it is perfect. Can you shine it on this? What if you can see the camera on this where it hit? Pretty good. Maybe just a touch to the left. Maybe just a little bit more to the left. Let me just give it a tiny bit. I'm going to take 1 more shot. Luke, come here. Come on. He ain't having it. He ain't having it. He wants to go hunting. It's July 4th. It's the middle of summer. He wants to go hunting. He's looking for something. All right, we'll let the gun cool down. We'll let the gun cool down, give him a time to sniff around, and we'll come back. We'll take the last shot. I think the gun's working fine. Okay, so last shot. I think they're touching again. It might have been me. A little bit to the right. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna shoot one more time. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Doug, say.
Oh, it's the wind. I didn't even think that. The wind's blowing now. I think that's pretty good. They're all smacking right there. Okay. Looks good. I think that's pretty good. I don't think you can miss with that now. Alright, so that's the end of that shooting. Turned out okay. I think I'm pretty happy with it. The wind picked up. If you can see the grass blowing, it's probably about 15 miles an hour now. The wind's starting to come across the field, so I don't want to keep cranking it left to adjust for wind. So the last shots, you kind of hit the, here's where I'm aiming right here, so it's hitting the bracket, the little hook, and right here. So it's here, then here, then there. So we're right above this. I'm kind of looking at this hook in my scope because I know this is right below it. But so it's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches high at 100, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm leaving it there. If you remember, the first shot was way over here, but the wind's picking up, and that's it.